embarrassment. That's
It's that Destiny clips where he watches a stream of Hasan only reading headlines. What, the confidential part?
Well, guess what? Your friend hates me, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do it for the love of the game.
maybe he would. Maybe he'd say, "Hey, go check out this latest video. It's pretty
Maybe
good.
after the
Good shit."
J-Stock stuff, I don't know. But
I mean, yeah, exactly. He's coming back.
all
We
right,
would have
well,
socialism. We would have socialism if they could scroll down. Which way, Western man?
I'm only
Ugh. Legal Mindset did stream on Rumble in the past and did glaze Trump and give heavy MAGA takes. None of that's recent. Okay. So he's a MAGA dude, but hasn't spoken about it recently and used to stream on Rumble. Okay. I saw that Nick DeOrio and Dan were going to start a podcast together today. Dan, Nick DeOrio, and Willie Mack show. We're going to have a podcast together. And it might have fallen through because they've Nick and Dan started fighting yesterday. And now we're here. I think this is the beginning of it. I think. As reported by our resident tabloid, You Eat. Over Ethan's lawsuits. What, they're fighting over Ethan's lawsuit? I didn't know that. I thought it was over the doxing. DeOrio defends Hasan's viral crash out, saying he didn't dox anyone due to pulling up a public YouTube channel. All this tells me that you're completely morally bankrupt and unable to acknowledge when people are lying. There are so many examples of Hasan getting special treatment. Hasan didn't dox anyone in this clip. He pulled up the public YouTube channel of Apex Crypto YouTube. YT means YouTube. This clip has been shared thousands of times across Reddit and Twitter, but not once have I seen a single person think to blur the dox because it doesn't exist. If your response to any of the above blatant lies is, but he brandished a fake gun, first of all, I agree with that, and I think it should be a 24-hour ban at minimum. But all this tells me is that you're completely morally bankrupt and unable to acknowledge when people are straight up fucking lying. Whoa. Literally lying. There are, that's a big number, examples of Hasan getting special treatment on Twitch. We don't need to make up a fake doxing claim to enhance our pathetic fake gun brandishing claim. Also, if your response to this thread/evidence is he took off the orange tip and that's illegal in the state of California, I just want you to know that I loathe you. Okay. Funniest implication is pushing this is they've retroactively make Lance win in his debate with Destiny. Oh, because of the Mike from PA thing? Well, no, not... So again, legally, we're talking legally here, right? It seems to be that doxing can even include just posting a picture of someone, depending on the intent. It's depending on the intent. The intent behind bringing up Mike from Palestinian Authority was because he had in the past, I think, lied about being a lawyer when he was campaigning. But, okay. So that wouldn't be the same thing. You, Hutch, and Dylan would be a good podcast. Nah, what you need is... because that's like three fairly dry and informed people. What you actually need is like me, Dylan, like Hutch can appear every now and then, but then you also need you need a heel. You need Dan asking us like stupid questions all the time and derailing constantly. And you also need, who else do you need? You need some women, obviously, for the audience demographics and to broaden. Piers Morgan, he should be on as well, obviously. And then you need Vosh making the odd appearance. We need some normies as well in there. Who are the normies? Bad Bunny. Who are the fucking normies? Tally can be the heel. Tally is not enough of a heel, okay? One guy to start fights. No, who am I thinking of? Pisco. Yeah, he could be a heel, sure. Teuton. Oh, Lauren De Laguna. She should show up, obviously. Who else? Who else is I'm trying to think of like a femme icon. Who's Amaranth? No, Amaranth she didn't really contribute that much when we were doing the politics stuff. ContraPoints. Yeah, bring ContraPoints in. Why not? Lav. Oh, Brittany Venti. Yeah, she does the funny fucking Fresh and Fit stuff. Yeah. Brittany Venti. Hell yeah. Billie Eilish. Maybe. Jasmine. Oh yeah, Jasmine was cool. Yeah. Not Kelly Jean. Okay. I can't even remember what the first three I mentioned were, but yeah, that's the podcast, okay? Someone make the logo. Someone Photoshop us all in the same room. And then we're good. Banging. Halon Levy, true. Pisco thinks Erin for some reason. I do not like that person. Erin, I mean. All right, whatever. Okay, so that's where it started. Oh yeah, doxed/s. Well done. Autism friendly. I like it. Okay, good start to the discourse. Many commentators seem hesitant to use the term doxing, perhaps because it is often misapplied. Yet both California's AB 1979 and Twitch's terms of service clearly categorize Hasan's conduct as doxing. In most situations, simply displaying a YouTube profile is not doxing. It becomes so only when the disclosure is intended to harass, intimidate, or embarrass the individual. If the goal is to let's expose who this person is so others can target them, the conduct likely meets the statutory and platform definitions. I mean, that's what I saw with the statutory, right? Because they're saying that like if you use a photograph, that can be doxing. Well, okay. If a photograph counts as it, then pretty much anything is. Fuck. AB 979 and Twitch's TOS expressly list public profiles, names, and photographs as examples of information that constitute doxing when revealed with malicious intent, conditions that appear to be satisfied here. Nicholas DeOrio view that this doesn't feel like doxing is understandable, but it overlooks why the law and Twitch rules exist. They are designed to stop streamers from weaponizing off-platform information. A Twitch account such as Jess Byron Facebook used to provoke a streamer could belong to a vulnerable individual, for instance, a survivor of domestic abuse. Twitch wants to prevent streamers from directing harassment at such users. The fact that a Facebook page or other profile is publicly visible does not negate its identifying details. Accepting a publicly available standard alone would render deeds, property, tax records, and similar documents also containing names and addresses fair game, but the statute and TOS instead focus on the actor's intent. Wouldn't Ethan pulling up Instagram hate profiles count as doxing too? Yes, they obviously would, yeah. Like, quite a lot of behavior would, actually, yeah. I think with Hasan, you would be arguing that it comes in the context of the threat with the gun, right? Whereas, but that wouldn't get Ethan's thing off the hook, would it? Because what he does is for the purpose of like harassment sometimes, right? So that's my reading of it, at least. The fact that a Facebook page or other profile is publicly visible does not negate its identifying details. Accepting a publicly available standard alone would render deeds property. Oh, yeah, okay. Accordingly, under AB 1979, Hasan's disclosure was almost certainly unlawful. It plainly violated Twitch TOS ban on doxing. Intent is central. Twitch defines doxing as releasing someone's confidential information to cause inconvenience, harm, embarrassment, or shame. See, embarrassment is like very broad. And it specifies that names, photographs, and social media profiles fall within that scope when disclosed maliciously. You think PA could mean Paisley and Mike is secretly Scottish? No way. Hell no. Get him out of my country. What is confidential about the info? Doxing information does not have to be confidential. It doesn't have to be confidential. Like, no one agrees with that. That's fucking stupid. That's so dumb. Like, what if something is public about you that you didn't control going public, right? The fuck? Unfortunately, DeOrio just got owned by a 45-year-old man, Cope Seeth. Wait, who's the... Oh, Dan. Who's he talking about? Okay. An attorney has already classified Hasan's contact as doxing. Other legal opinions would likely concur. ChatGPT. Okay. The Twitch TOS says someone confidential. Does it? I don't think it... Did it say that there? Well, if that says it, then the Twitch TOS is very, very high threshold. Because quite a lot of doxing information is not confidential, right? Like, some people's addresses are not confidential because they're available online. What was this? What was the question he put into ChatGPT? Maybe this would help. Hang on. The following in the terms is the terms of service for a streaming service Twitch. Would the action taken above be considered in violation of terms for doxing? What does ChatGPT say here? Why Twitch would treat it as doxing? Does it say private or identifying information? Wait. Twitch, TOS, doxing. Okay, do you guys just hate me? Do you guys think I'm... Wait, the term doxing comes from the phrase dropping docs, where docs is short for documents. Doxing refers to the malicious practice of collecting, often from multiple sources, and sharing another user's private or identifying information. Information used to dox may be collected via public databases. Two people said that it says confidential. Is this like a marching order? What the fuck happened there? Or are you reading the wrong thing? It does in the second paragraph, but do you think that the paragraph cancels out the first one? Often involves bad actors attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, embarrassment, or shaming by publishing confidential information about a person. Bad actors typically look for anything that can help them expose private information. This could include real name, contact, okay, social media profiles. What? How is a social media profile confidential? Do you think this cancels this out? Social media profile. What? Okay. Such information includes arrest records, marriage certificates. Isn't necessarily illegal if the information exposed is part of the public record. Someone accesses and publishes these records even without your consent. They may be not doing something illegal. Okay, yeah. Can be illegal if someone publishes information that isn't in the public record, such as your bank account information, credit card, all obvious things, yeah. Doxing of any kind is prohibited. If your personally identifiable information is released on Twitch without your consent, you can file a report and we will investigate and enforce against the doxer if appropriate. If your PII is exposed by a Twitch user on a different platform, please report that content and the account to the platform in question. Yeah, I think by Twitch TOS, maybe bringing up their YouTube channel probably wouldn't count as doxing. I don't think it needs to be confidential though, because there are things there that are. There's no guaranteed way to prevent being doxed. There are some strategies you can use to reduce your risk. Search yourself online to see what information is available. See, why would this matter if it was only confidential things being used? Or use redact.dev, yeah. Violent threats, brandishing a weapon. Prohibit threatening or intimidating others with a firearm. Okay. Whether the channel is doxing of any kind, even if the perpetrator is only exposed information available. Wait, where does that come from? Doxing of any kind is prohibited by Twitch's community guidelines, even if the perpetrators only expose information available via the public record. Okay, so the people using that confidential thing are just misunderstanding. They haven't read the whole thing. Rip and fucking goddamn. How did two people? Okay, it's okay. We're learning. We're all growing people here. I don't hate you guys. I think you're just at a different stage of your journey, you know? You're like in the gym for the first time and you don't know how to do like a fucking curl properly. And I'm just like, listen, it's okay, you know? Don't get yourself down. Nick's response to this, I'm kidding, Nick, I still love you. Nick responds, this you get fucked, nerd. Why are you arguing with me, Lameo? I didn't write the law or Twitch's TOS. Find an attorney who says you're correct. This is obviously a contract/legal issue and not a feeling issue. Maybe Pisco will back you up. I'll accept if he does. Because you're a discourse rapist. You're a discourse rapist. Hell yeah. This is when your dirtbag commentary bros have debates. You're a discourse rapist. Who makes us all look worse by comparison through bad faith attacks like this one. Why is it bad faith? When should we substitute our own feelings of what something is versus what the law says? You are not really engaging with anything in my post, just calling me bad faith. Not even sure what you disagree with. Twitch calls it doxing. CA law calls it doxing. You sent me a screenshot last night, ignored the words sensitive information and could. Then you admitted it wasn't illegal doxing last night live on stream and mostly critique of Twitch's policy. You intentionally misread. Oh, uh-oh. You've been frantically trying to find a new position to better fit your end goal all night, clearly. Find an attorney who agrees with you? Fuck it, I'll take ChatGPT agreeing with you so long as it's a fair prompt. Oh no, don't manipulate the prompts. So are you just agreeing you have no idea what you're talking about and frantically throwing prompts into ChatGPT all night to try to avoid taking an L? LOL. No, I'm correct and trying to give you a graceful way out before even more attorneys agree with me. We are talking about the definition of a word, but you don't want to rely on attorneys, but instead you're wrong in personal view. I think if doxing is about intent, wouldn't you want to argue about what the legal threshold is for whether or not what Hasan did constituted that intent to either threaten or harass? Bro. Me when someone calls you a discourse rapist. Are you and Dan on bad terms at all or not really? No, they're not on bad terms. I don't really, I try to avoid the whole like, you didn't do a thing, but you're friends with the guy who did a thing. I don't care about that shit. We were talking about the definition of a word, but you don't want to rely on attorneys. Instead, you're a wrong personal view. Doxing is mostly based on intent. This is obvious. I will give you a graceful chance to admit Mike from PA was yeah, but it depends on the intent, right? Doxed by your handler and harassed for years when Lance called Destiny out, since you surely believe that now based on this pathetic inability to back down. I personally don't think that, by the way, but it fits your standard like a glove. Literally, who cares? Listen, these people care. Look at it. These boys, they care so much. They had a debate. They debated it. They had a call-in.
Wait, Nick is doxing my point. I'm sorry. Nick is dodging my point. Let me scroll up. Oh, what's up, BB? Hello. Bro, okay. BB. So it's okay if I set my name to Nicholas DeOrio on Facebook and start shit-talking streamers and have them pull up your Facebook? Okay, Dan, there's a huge fucking difference than you pulling up my Facebook that is privated, that you would have to, like, get access to by friending me and shit.
One question I have, actually, is if you wanted to compare it to the Mike from PA thing, would it be intent or would it also be is likely to occur because of it? Because obviously Mike does get harassed quite a lot for the fake lawyer PA doxing thing. But I don't actually remember. I thought the purpose of finding Mike from PA's background was because he had lied about being a lawyer. And it was already public information, and it was already not only public information, because again, that can still be doxing, but because his Twitter account linked to another account that actually just had his full name. But, you know, like public interest and shit, yeah.
And no, pulling up a YouTube channel.
Why would so many
It's a YouTube channel. These are all publicly available videos. They're uploading videos with the express... Dan, you want to call about this? Do you want to talk about... I don't want to fucking blow up on you on stream, but I will bring you in here if you want to argue this with me, because this is the easiest debate I've ever had in history if you come in here and talk about it. I would love to... If you want to come on here and explain this to me, you're already calling. Okay.
It can't just be intent. Pulling up a picture of AOC isn't doxing. Well, no, that's why it should be intent, right? It should be like the purpose, like a display of intent, right? Why are you doing it? Like pulling up a picture of AOC and then being like, I think someone can use facial recognition software and people in the community who know how to A-log people and people in the community who know how to trace the origins of an individual so we can get her children taken away from her. Hey, that's that would obviously be a bit different, right? But they're both using the same source, right?
Listen, that's not doxing. Hello, Dan Saltman on the air. What's
oh my God, I've been smashing my fucking face against the keyboard.
All right, please just tell my audience why I'm wrong and I'm a malicious actor.
Oh, you're so wrong. You're so dumb. So what about? Okay, you're thinking about big YouTubers. What about if I'm just fucking Orpheus? Like,
are they actually like falling out over this, or is this just how they talk to each other? It looks like a fallout, or well, it is because they canceled the podcast thing today, didn't they? How the fuck did this become a falling out? What the fuck? I thought people in my community were sensitive. Jesus. It's a bit much, isn't it?
It's 3:15.
All right, I didn't hear what you were saying.
Already calling. Okay, Listen, that's not doxing. Hello, Dan Saltman on the air. What's
Oh
going
my
on?
god, I've been smashing my fucking face against the
All right,
keyboard.
please just tell my audience why I'm wrong and a malicious actor.
Oh, you're so wrong. You're so dumb. So what about you're thinking about big YouTubers. What about if I'm just fucking Orpheus, like Orpheus 315, and I'm small and my YouTube is just me hanging out with my kids and nobody knows about it and I have fucking 3 subscribers.
Yeah,
Do
it's
I
not
get to go
doxing
on
to
there?
pull up a YouTube channel with somebody's kids that they willingly upload.
It's nothing to do with anyone else, bro. It's not. I just set my name to someone else. I come into your shit and I start shit talking.
YouTube is not a site to post your private movies and family fun and all that stuff.
I would
it's
agree.
It's a website.
I agree. This is retarded. Okay, but people have public Facebook pages also. Okay, so you
sure,
can't
and it's
say
different
that.
than a content creator on a content creator website and a second content creator website. That is insane.
If my name was Nikki D316 on FB, you would have no issue pulling that up on stream, and you wouldn't feel nervous.
No, because my account's private. If you got into my account and you started pulling up my family members based off that, I've gone out of my way to private all that information, so it's not easily accessible to the average person. Sure, 100%.
Anyone who has a public.
And by the way, just to be clear, your argument right now is that Ethan Klein is a doxer because he literally did this. Ethan Klein literally pulled up a Facebook account or an Instagram account.
This is the great part. I'm only arguing that it's illegal on Twitch. It's not illegal on YouTube. Twitch is retarded, okay? And you can't deny that he absolutely...
Bro, isn't it illegal in California?
Broke the fucking golden rule. It's completely different on YouTube. It is.
So wait, what is illegal on Twitch? Do the courts use that to serve somebody? This is why it's fucking cringy.
When I say illegal,
so
God, this is a really retarded conversation. Oh god, they are so fucking wired. They're not thinking straight at all. Shit.
He's a doxer in respect to Twitch. That's so fucking stupid.
I agree.
Hey, Bogsy, thanks for the $1.99. Wait till you piss off Loner Glocks. And Cello, thanks for the $4.99. Don't sue me for my Iran shilling. Wait, what? Dwayne, thanks for $5. If being annoying was a crime, there would be no lawyer good enough to save me. Michael Z, thanks for $5. I'm not harassing you. You were asking for it. Wow. Hundasilm, thanks for the gifted sub. Really appreciate that. Wow. Fuck. Listen, you guys are 10 super chats off of the goal, by the way. 20 minutes to go, 10 super chats off. That's fucking disgraceful, okay? 20 minutes to go, 10 subs. What the fuck? 10 super chats. The fuck? Don't make me read your names out with a purpose. Don't make me pull out my facial recognition software, soldiers.
It's fucking autistic. It's not autistic.
So then why is the argument that Hasan's a doxer and not that Twitch's TOS is bad?
Well, that's something you have to take up with Twitch because Twitch will ban people.
Because you're carrying really hard here. Dude, we understand Hasan Piker gets...
That's completely unfair. No, Hasan Piker doesn't get preferential treatment. If I was not banned on stream or if Destiny wasn't banned on Twitch, if I went on there and I pulled up someone's fucking profile and started shaking a gun around, saying,
this is my argument. I just gave it for fucking half an hour.
I wouldn't get a 24 or a 30-day. You would be gone forever. Forever.
Well, I think Destiny's kid's banned forever, right? Just to be clear.
He is banned forever. And he didn't even do the doxing. Sure. And it was the wrong guy. But that's
the point of the brand. Wait, that's the brandishing the gun part. The doxing part is stupid. He pulled up the guy's YouTube channel. That's what we're arguing about.
But what I'm saying to you is the reason that rule's in place is that anyone could set their name to someone else. And that's a scary thing. Like, if you are just a nobody.
Well, thank God that they only set their name to YouTube.
Hold on. I'm just saying, hypothetically, let's say that you're literally a nobody. You're not even online, but you hate, like, an ex-girlfriend, okay? And you set your name to this ex-girlfriend. So you're like, Sarah Susan's YT, okay? And you go on there and you start talking shit.
And Sarah Susan is a stupid bitch for uploading fucking public videos on a public platform. I'm sorry. Like, it's fucking YouTube.
That's the rule. That's probably the rule. It's in place. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be Facebook or something.
That's not doxing. That still wouldn't be doxing.
I don't know.
I do. It's absolutely not.
I would say it's not. I would say it's not from my perspective, but it's actually also
from Twitch's.
Who the fuck is Sarah Susan? What a shit name for Alita. Do all women have like feminine last names as well? Alita, thanks for the $9.99. Here's my contribution. Please don't dox me. True. Well, then maybe. MH, thanks to $5 to the harassment fund. Well, yeah. Well done, guys. Yes. Dwayne, thanks for $5. I'm doing my part. You should. Yes. Good.
Perspective. That's so stupid, bro.
Why? Do we not have to live in Twitch's ecosystem?
No, we don't. We agree that all of their TOS is fucking stupid.
Well, if we're just gonna roll on that, then sure, yeah.
Dude.
Then everything is. Then the only doxing is literally
Dude,
like
their
taking
argument
someone's
right now
email.
is like when they're talking about, you know, the clip where they're like, "Oh, it's the hypocrisy that's the worst part," and they're like, "No, actually,
it's not the worst part. It's the gun waving and pulling up an unrelated person, calling him a fucking loser is the bad part, and that's why they probably have the first rule that you're not supposed to do this.
Dan, that's a solid argument. I got no problem with that one. I agree with that one. But when you extend it to Doxer, you give people tons of range to call you a bad faith schizophrenic, and then you get on my fucking stream and you're like, "Actually, Nick, this is where you got it wrong. It is illegal on Twitch.tv."
Right, well,
Dude,
I mean that was
dude, the Twitch police are gonna come arrest you.
He's really holding him to that illegal word, isn't he? Oh no.
You know what? You are a son of a bitch. Okay, you're using that one word, not illegal.
No,
But
you're using that one word, Doxer.
Well, that's what they say. You look at the fucking page, you dumb bastard.
Then why did you not? Wait, why did you not pull up? Why did you not circle the publishing confidential information part and only point to the?
Wow, that's the 50 euros, Mina. I really appreciate that. No more slop, eh? The highest bidder. Well, my allegiance does tend to lie with the highest bidder. God damn. Lana Julie, thanks for the $5. I don't know why Nick is losing his mind over this specific point and don't have the mental bandwidth to figure it out. So thanks for covering this. I don't really know what this dispute. Skip this right now. Listen, sorry. The more you try to fucking micromanage my decisions on stream, the more I just want to do the complete fucking opposite. I will cover so much fucking drama. I will cover pirate software. I'll cover Chud Logic. I'll cover fucking JStock. I'll read all the Destiny court documents. I'll get them all in here at the same time. And also 5 mentally ill women to join in too. And we will stream until sometime next week, okay? Stop. Fuck you.
Cause inconvenience and embarrassment. Your doxing policy that you're telling me that they have is that
because you Twitch gives an example of what confidential information is, and look, it's photographs.
Then Dan, you deserved your ban. You pulled up fucking Dan Clancy's social media sites and laughed at him. You're a doxer. You deserved it.
I'm not arguing. Why doesn't Hasan get it then?
The goat.
Why doesn't every streamer who's ever laughed at anybody
That
ever
would be a good stream though, wouldn't that?
get hit by this policy? It's because obviously it wasn't the intention when they wrote it.
I mean, the intention is that if you're trying to make someone feel
How much to actually go over the Destiny court documents? With commentary? 100K. Yeah. I'll do over 100K. 100 smackers. No, 100,000 smackers. Sorry. Because that smacker is £1.
comfortable. That's like at the top there, right? If you're attempting to make someone
No,
feel
the
inconvenient
top
harm.
is the publishing confidential information part.
DeOrio.
It's circled in red right there. Why?
No,
What is it?
I know, but you forgot the rest of the sentence.
Okay, we can go through it. You won't win on this. I'm a debate bro. You're stepping into my world, okay? I'm a debate bro.
You're stepping into my world. You're a co-host.
You commentate on the debates. I make the debates, okay? This ain't gonna go the way you think, guy, okay? It's not. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're not ready. You're not cut out for this. Listen, it says attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, or embarrassment or shame by doing this shit. I agree.
What shit? Please tell me what shit he did. What was the shit?
Oh no, this is why you fucking retards saw confidential information, even though you don't know that this is a scroll down where they literally in bold say that you can use. Oh no, Dan's gonna get fucking scorched. Just ahead of time, okay? Just so you guys know how anticlimactic this is for me. Doxing of any kind is prohibited, even if the perpetrators only expose information available via the public record. Did you watch the Sky News interview about the soldier? Yeah, I've got it here. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh. No, actually, I'm just avoiding covering it because otherwise my handlers will be upset.
Confidential information.
Dude, the confidential information of his public-facing YouTube videos, Dan?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can we look at the list of examples that they give right below? It's very helpful of Twitch to do that.
Do you understand that even YouTube videos...
Wait, what happened here?
embarrassment or shame by doing this shit. I agree.
What shit?
I
What
would
shit?
say
What shit? What shit? What shit? Please tell me what shit he did. What was the shit?
Publishing confidential information.
Dude, the
I agree.
confidential information of his public-facing YouTube videos, Dan?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can we look at the list of examples that they give right below? It's very helpful of Twitch to do that.
You
Can
understand
read
that
some
even
of-
YouTube videos can be private,
I
right?
missed some.
Distributing private YouTube videos is different than distributing public ones,
I
right?
missed some. That first one there is too, the real name. I think that was in that one as well.
Dude,
That's not good.
Okay, dude, so if you critique anyone using their real name, even if they set that to their channel name, that's
I mean, if
doxing
you're
too.
doing it,
So,
attempting
bro,
to
I have
cause
the glitch. I
inconvenience,
can hit
harm,
every,
or
I can hit
embarrassment,
every
or
Twitch streamer. I
shame.
can ban them all. I can ban every Twitch streamer because I use my real name on YouTube, and that's TOS breaking right now. Dude,
Well,
Hasan
on
will
YouTube,
rue the
it's
day
not
when
on
I file
YouTube,
these reports.
on Twitch,
What's the
sir,
name of
on
the
Twitch.
guy?
Dude,
sir,
Hasan is
okay?
gonna rue the day he
Nick
criticized
Oreo.
me.
Mr. Oreo.
No, listen, there's a big difference
Dan is
between
getting-
Twitch
I just don't know how you can support sending arms when this whole division is behaving like that. You can. Of course you can. What, you think Lend-Lease should have stopped because the Soviets were doing crimes? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's always the same. I don't know. Like, you think like it doesn't matter. Whatever. Fuck me.
and YouTube. Okay, YouTube is way better, way more intelligent with this stuff. Twitch is like the Care Bear, like
Nicholas,
stupid space
the
of all
goat.
this stuff. I
Dude, I gotta be honest, Dan. I agree with you
Wait,
99.
what happened with Vadim? World War II analogy. It's a comparison to demonstrate a principle. That's the whole point of an analogy, you fucking retard. Hang on. Hang on. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. And now you're stuck. Now you've got nothing. Now you actually don't have an argument. It's so fucking pathetic. Come back next time. Bye bye.
File these reports.
On Twitch,
What's the
sir.
name of
On
the
Twitch,
guy?
Dude,
sir,
Hasan is
okay?
gonna rue the day he
Nick
criticized
Oreo.
me.
Mr. Oreo.
No, listen, there's a big difference
Dan is
between
getting
Twitch and
our
YouTube.
gorilla
Okay, YouTube is way better, way more intelligent with this stuff. Twitch is like the Care Bear, like
Nicholas,
stupid space
the
of all
goat.
this stuff. I'm
Dude,
not,
Why? Wait, his fucking $4.99 his $4.99 super chats have a TOS. No, a TTS. Or like a no, it's not even that. It's a fucking thing. It's a sound, whatever. Yeah. God, why can't I think of the term? What's the term when a sound piece? It's not just TTS. It's also like an alert sound. Yeah, the fucking alert sound. What the fuck?
I gotta be honest, Dan. I
Is this stream just like this the whole time?
agree with you 99% of the time that Twitch, in and of itself or whatever, constantly fucking has horrible TOS violations. We've talked about the DMCA shit, but this is an example of you clip chimping their TOS and trying to find meaning in it when it's not there.
I really don't think so.
I do.
I think well, hold on. Wouldn't you say that a reason that this is put into place and that Twitch would want it is that so that streamers wouldn't pull up random people that are not related to this whatsoever in front of 30,000 people and call them
But
a
he's in the
fucking
game.
moron? And
That's a YouTuber. He's in the game.
listen, it could have been a Facebook. It could have been something
But it
else.
wasn't.
And
And,
Facebook,
and if it was, we would argue it differently. But again, Ethan Klein has literally pulled up
yeah, but
like
that's why
fucking
this rule is
similar
put in
shit.
place to I'm not defending Ethan. You shouldn't do it either.
Okay.
They're all
like,
bad.
But like, why is it bad when Taylor Lorenz isn't posting the footage of Hasan doing bro tip, but we can just ignore that fact based on and make this argument about Hasan Piker?
Wait, I'm not following. What's that?
Well, it's
Bro
bad
tips?
when Taylor Lorenz pulls up that clip from 10 years ago saying that Ethan Klein harasses women. But everyone says,
Ooh,
Taylor,
where's bro tips?
you've got to watch
Hey.
the video Bro Tip where he said if you're old enough to count, you're old enough to mount.
Bro
and then you have to
tips.
address
Well,
that one.
That's the game. You
But
can't
I'm
be
not
upset
playing
by
the
that.
game. I'm trying to get the truth. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, welcome to Box Bro Tips. It's so. Oh god.
No,
I'm not here to
no,
play your game.
It's not my game. That is the game. Like, if you're out here like, I can't believe you're pulling up tweets from 10 years ago. Well, listen, bro, I don't know what to tell you. That's the world. That is never
Oh,
changed.
some Lonerbox chatters. McNulty's sober, whatever the fuck. That's a box chatter. Okay.
Ever, no matter what. That is what everyone does all the time, nonstop. It will never end ever. And
But
your
it's not a
side
good
is
argument.
based.
It's not a good
No, it
argument.
doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a good argument. That's what everyone does.
But
They
you're
say-
just
and-
throwing
and
shit at the
my
wall.
side-
What makes you
my
better than
side
him?
was
What makes you
obvious-
better than Hasan Piker?
No, I'm glad you asked because my side is honorable and it was obviously taken out of context. Their side meant it, and they still haven't changed.
Oh, so it's just sides cock. This is the issue.
Completely, 100%.
That's the big issue though. That's why unironically that's why we can't do a show.
Wait, what? Okay.
nonstop. It will never end ever. And
But
your
it's not a
side
good
is
argument.
based.
It's not a good
No, it
argument.
doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a good argument. That's what everyone does.
But
They
you're
say,
just throwing shit at the wall. What makes you better than him? What makes you better than Hasan Piker?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, because my side is honorable, and it was obviously taken out of context. Their side meant it, and they still haven't changed.
Oh, so it's just sides cock. This is the issue.
Completely, 100%.
That's the big issue, though. That's why unironically, that's why we can't do a show.
Well, it's not me saying that.
No, it was you. You
is.
just said that.
No, I'm saying that's how the game is. That is the game, 100%.
All right. Well,
isn't this proof that they should do? Yeah, this is proof that they should do a show. What the fuck? This is good. I feel like it's not really. I don't know what Nick is like, but it's not like Dan to have an argument like this and then like not be able to talk to someone. What the fuck?
Do you not think that that's what people do on Twitter all day, every day?
Yeah, but you're the guy on Twitter, so you can't be like, you know what this is? This is the argument for why Hasan Piker is allowed to be a socialist with a big ass house. It's the same thing. It's like, well, unfortunately, this is the landscape that we're in, so I might as well do it. If we lived in a whole socialist society or whatever, obviously we'd be redistributing, but I could buy a Porsche and a huge house because unfortunately that's the current world we live in.
I guess what I would see you coming at this is like you have someone like shitting on you, like doing a lot of stuff, and you're like, well, that really sucks.
Smeared me as a Nazi. Hasan Piker has fucking said that I'm a fucking far righter. He said that EFAP is a far right podcast. He's pulled up my shit all the time and stuff like that and said a bunch of horrible shit about me that's not accurate. And you know what? There's a huge list of stuff I can critique with him. I don't have to make anything up though. There's enough here that I don't need to like stretch it as far as I can go. Yeah, I don't need I don't need to stretch a 50th example of when Twitch.tv was too lenient on Hasan Piker's ban. There's plenty of examples as it is that are stronger. But all you do is put fodder in there for him to respond and get an easier clapback with.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you. I mean, especially looking at how many people thought that this was egregious. I think that you might be having a very commentary brain to take care of versus.
God, imagine how easy it must be for the other side of this little fucking internet conflict. Because do you think Hasan and Denims are like sitting there being like, and Mike from PA's in the room, and Bad and Panada's in the room, and Frogan's in the room, and Casey Tron's in the room, and they're sitting there like, listen, guys, come on, stop with the fucking children eating dog shit and catching giardia, which might kill them, and memories at 5 years old. Guys, come on, guys, come on. What the fuck, guys? And they're like, I mean, Rich, coming from you, Hasan, like you were literally so fucking wrong about all the details of that Houthi attack on the Galaxy Leader, and the fact that you got embarrassed by a drama podcaster on the topic of Jewish history in Iraq after the 48 war and the Jewish flight from the region. Like, you, the guy who's the politics streamer, like, come on, we can do better. You think they're doing that? That's probably not happening. Holy fuck.
The commentary take is.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you. I mean, especially looking at how many people thought that this was egregious. I think that you might be having a very commentary brain to take care of versus what the
commentary take is to not lie.
Oh,
this isn't the lie.
You sent me a screenshot where you circled half a sentence.
Wait, what did you think that was supposed to be showing there?
The published confidential information part was pretty important to that sentence. Okay,
if Nick's going to hang on that, what's going to happen when he scrolls down? He's going to scroll down, isn't he? He doesn't scroll down. Okay.
The important factor when determining doxing is the confidential information part. That's
this
probably
could include. What is the first example on that thing that I didn't even circle?
Okay, but that would literally that would make me the biggest glitch in YouTube
I understand.
history.
Twitch's terms of service is retarded. What do you want me to say? I agree. Yes.
Okay.
But you can't be like, hey, it's only confidential information. It's confidential information, and gives you a fucking list of what it is right there. And you're like choosing not to acknowledge that. You're
because
like,
it's laughably ridiculous to say that a social media
then
person...
fucking blame them. Then blame them.
Nicholas DeOrio would be doxing if someone said it on Twitch. They would never enforce the policy like that. You want to say Hasan Piker...
Point to the fact that like people like Nathan got permanently banned.
If they unbanned Destiny right now, someone they hate on the platform, and Destiny went live and said Nicholas DeOrio made a new video on me, they would not ban him for that. They would never enforce this policy on Nicholas DeOrio.
That line there? Attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, or embarrassment.
It's that Destiny clips where he watches a stream of Hasan only reading headlines. What, the confidential part?
Well, guess
Yeah.
what? Your friend hates me, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do it for the love of the game.
Maybe you would. Maybe you'd say, "Hey, go check out this latest video. It's pretty
Maybe
good. It's
after the
good shit."
J-Stock stuff, I don't know. But
I mean, yeah, exactly. He's coming back.
all
We
right.
would have
Well,
socialism. We would have socialism if they could scroll down. Oh no.
I think we've kind of exhausted this. I'm gonna get back to my segment now, but that's really I'm not really super happy with that combo.
Did you see the don't forget you go to the Mike one. That's a much more
The Mike stuff
high-produced.
is here. It's on the list. I'm gonna talk about it because Mike retweeted something about me. So I'll let you go.
Okay.
Dude, holy shit. I just fed the small commentary channels for a month. What the fuck, bro?
That's
Holy
me. That's
shit,
you
dude.
guys.
All right. So we're gonna run this segment as quickly as possible, I guess. I don't know, because this is gonna get reposted.
He doesn't
everywhere.
scroll down. He didn't scroll
Okay, so yeah, just finishing off the doxing segment.
down. Man.
You know what I actually realized? Even when Ethan covered it, I don't even mean to be a dick here. He put the word doxing in quotation. I don't even think Ethan thinks that this was doxing. And I think that he owes this guy an apology because it had nothing to do with him. He literally, even Ethan thinks this isn't doxing. Why we're fighting this one? But yeah, I don't know.
Yo. Fucking society if people scroll down. This is the headquarters of the Hasan, Nick DeOrio, and Willie Mack podcast in their 15th season. This entire room is their podcast studio.
Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, Future Nick here, probably for the final time this video. Thank you, I guess, for if you got this far, but that was the debate with Dan. Now, first and foremost, before I get to any of the stuff that...
Who won that? I think I did, as a viewer. I don't care about the fucking Hebron news. Nothing ever happens. Stop getting a fucking boner for Hebron seceding from the Palestinian Authority. And nothing ever happens. Okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. Segments like Loner's take on unmerited conclusions from today's stream using MS Paint should be posted by Loner Unboxed along with its typical programming. This segment is a good explainer of the type of behavior after the Dean consent video. Someone who's not already a Lonerbox fan will never see this. I think making these alongside the debates that the main channel does not post itself will help grow the fan base. Yeah, okay. What's the website we use to check streamers' analytics? You know what? I don't actually know. I feel like everyone always posts the analytics of their enemies back and forth. I never look. I never look at any of it. I never think like this guy. I hope their streams. Let's watch their stream fucking graph. Damn, number go down. Fuck you, bitch. I never do that. Maybe I should. Maybe it's part of the experience. Social Blade is for YouTube, right? I don't think it's for Twitch streamers, is it? I don't think it gives you, because there's the one that shows you like when they started stream, when they ended, like the amount of money they made, or super chats, whatever, yeah, or gifted subs. Okay, no, we're not gonna do more slop. Fuck off. I just need more water and probably, hang on, just double checking. Okay. Because I have to take care of something for about 5 minutes at some point, but I will do that in due course. What the fuck? No, I did not want more earning opportunities. Prick. Take care of slop. No. Shut up. Just a bit of a season finale, okay? The Willie Mac show / Dan Saltman podcast scheduled for tomorrow is now cancelled. Saltman claims Nick DeOrio is the reason why. Fighting with DeOrio cooked it, was going to put him in an impossible spot. Yes, Sully Gnome is the Twitch one. That's it, yeah. What would happen if someone donated to ask you to play WoW? Listen, if you donate, okay, you might be influencing my opinion, but or my actions, but you're taking a chance, okay? That's all I'm saying. Nick did not cancel the podcast. Both of them arguing about Hasan was good drama to promote episode 1. I ended it after talking to Dan about him calling viewers in the past and whatnot. Calling viewers in the past? Huh? He has his reasons. I just don't like this sort of thing. What do you mean calling? What do you mean calling viewers? Okay. I don't know what that means, but it seems like it's 2-on-1. Fucked. We've made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. All existing PPV ticket holders will receive automatic refunds. No action is required. Oh. Oh no. This was kind of expected, right? I think no one's really surprised by that. While the event won't go ahead as planned, all funds raised so far will still be donated to charity, and our fundraising efforts will continue the months ahead. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and everyone who's supported us over the years. We appreciate you. Oh. What is this referring to? This makes it seem like I was going after people for a love interest. Willie, you got to phrase things better. As I said, I don't fault Willie at all for this and still like him and his content. No bad blood on my end. What? He gets an email accusing him of soaking up Destiny's time like a leech. Leaves less time for political content. At least it's okay without guests. Books anime nerds and cringe middle schoolers like Darius. Fuck off, I'll just post the episodes to YouTube. It's only $5 a month. Spam the subreddit. It's not hard to create new Reddit accounts. Email subject is want to lose some money. So I'm good at OPSEC. I call the dude at his work. Oh, fuck. Ask him what he meant. He freaks out. Says, call me back in 15. But before 15 minutes has passed, his boss calls me. Excuse me, who is this? I start to answer. Then the kid picks up the phone. I said, call me back in 15 on my number. Hangs up. Now I'm waiting in limbo. I think that's illegal, but I mean, he's threatening my job. It's only fair I call him at his job. I didn't threaten him at all. Just asked to speak with him. This guy was so retarded, he emailed me from his main. Okay. Oh, people are going to say this is doxing. Okay. Because he thought he was safe. If you Google him at Gmail, no results found. So he thinks he's safe. Honestly, I know you're not supposed to go this far, but I love it. He just emailed me. Okay. Wild. Absolutely crazy. Why don't you just get like, can you get like normal hobbies? Why does the Lebanese parliament still have the same guy as speaker for 33 years? I don't know. It's fucking Shiites, I guess. Shia Muslim. Don't know. Normal hobbies like grinding 60 on WoW 4 times. Excuse me, I only grinded 60 on WoW 1 time, prick. Shut the fuck up. You're asking us if we have normal hobbies. No, not you. I mean, like, I know you guys don't. All right. Because you're watching me. I know Creator Clash is cancelled. I just saw it. Okay. Tucker Carlson and the president of Iran. Do I really want to? Yeah, probably. Did we finish the drama? Right now, yeah. No, we'll do the soldier interview afterwards because that's part of the research stream.